Here's a story for you. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there was a young girl named Luna. Luna was a curious and adventurous child, with a mop of curly brown hair and eyes that shone like the stars on a clear night. She lived with her parents in a small cottage on the edge of the village, surrounded by a lush garden filled with wildflowers and towering trees. Luna loved to explore the world around her, and she spent hours wandering through the woods, chasing after butterflies and watching the animals that lived in the forest. But despite her love of adventure, Luna felt like there was something missing in her life. She felt like she was meant for something more, something greater. One day, while wandering through the woods, Luna stumbled upon a hidden path that she had never seen before. The path was overgrown with weeds and vines, and it looked like it hadn't been used in years. But Luna was intrigued, and she decided to follow it to see where it led. As she walked, the path grew narrower and the trees grew taller, casting deep shadows that made Luna feel like she was walking through a tunnel. She began to wonder if she should turn back, but her curiosity kept her going. Finally, the path opened up into a clearing, and Luna gasped in amazement. In the center of the clearing stood an enormous tree, its trunk twisted and gnarled with age. The tree seemed to be glowing with a soft, ethereal light, and Luna felt a strange energy emanating from it. She approached the tree cautiously, feeling like she was being drawn to it by an unseen force. As she reached out to touch the trunk, a low, rumbling voice spoke to her from within the tree. "Welcome, Luna," the voice said. "I have been waiting for you." Luna was startled, but she felt a sense of wonder and excitement. She reached out to touch the trunk again, and as she did, the tree began to glow even brighter. Suddenly, a door materialized on the trunk, and the tree spoke again. "Step through the door, Luna, and you will discover a world beyond your wildest dreams." Luna hesitated for a moment, but her curiosity got the better of her. She took a deep breath and stepped through the door. On the other side of the door, Luna found herself in a magical world filled with towering spires and glittering crystals. The air was filled with a sweet, musical hum, and Luna felt like she was walking on air. She explored the world, marveling at its beauty and wonder. As she wandered, Luna met all sorts of creatures, each one more fantastical than the last. There were fairies flitting about, playing tiny harps and singing sweet melodies. There were dragons soaring through the skies, their scales glinting in the sunlight. And there were even great, lumbering beasts with the bodies of elephants and the heads of lions. Luna spent hours exploring this magical world, and as the sun began to set, she reluctantly said goodbye to the creatures and returned to her own world through the door. But as she emerged back into the clearing, Luna felt a sense of sadness. She had grown attached to the magical world and its inhabitants, and she knew that she would miss it dearly. However, as she looked up at the tree, she saw that it was no longer glowing. Instead, it was simply an ordinary tree, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. But as she reached out to touch it, the tree spoke to her once more. "You may have left the magical world, Luna, but you will always carry it within you. Remember the wonders you saw, and hold them close to your heart. And whenever you need guidance or inspiration, come back to me, and I will be here to help you." Luna smiled, feeling a sense of peace and contentment. She knew that she would return to the magical world, and she was grateful for the adventure she had just experienced. From that day on, Luna felt a sense of wonder and awe that she had never felt before, and she knew that she would always be drawn to the magic that lay just beyond the edge of everyday life. How was that? Would you like me to write another story for you?